Well, that's different. Good evening, Mr. Brooks. How are you? You'll have to excuse me, I'm putting my socks on. We go. Can't work without socks. I don't know why. There must be a scientific reason. This is a mess. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. It took me about an hour longer than expected to get this set up because the computer had a bit of a hissy fit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this package arriving. We can get on with that, and hopefully these things will be finished by Monday. That is the plan. If the camera starts jerking around a lot, it's because the washing machine's going and is shaking the house. What am I looking for? Silver, I think. Millie putting. What are you millie putting? Try and get the last remnants of this silver. Oh, there's quite a lot in there. I thought it was all gone. Right. Milliput. Is that the two-part one that you roll together? This is really weird being here at this time of the night. I feel like everything is missing. Where is my dry brush? I had one. I used it the other night. The room is such a mess. The dry brush is missing. Why is that paint leaking? That's not good. There it is. Found it. So it really needs to be replaced. ASP, as my friend would call it. There's no A, it's just ASP. Boomer memory, what does this mean? How are we? Crumbly? I don't think it should be crumbly. Sounds like it's already gone off. But, you know, I may not be right. Right, I've just got to give these a little dry brush. A blur blur. And these Lascannons will be done. Then I can finish these bases, and when the bases are done, we're sort of nearly there. Maybe you got a dodgy batch. I don't think it should be crumbly. I have heard we're getting a real TV show, and I am absolutely intrigued to see what it'll be like. But it must need a huge budget if it wants any scope. Or it's going to look terrible and cheap. It's going to look like cheap kids TV show if not. I don't know. Might be good. As long as the story is good and it's well written, then... I haven't seen that Ultramarines movie. Maybe I should. There we go. Is it worth watching? That is the question. Okay, so this is speeding up pretty quick. Oh, I've got to paint the lenses on these things, haven't I? I've completely forgot about that. Are we not already mainstream? I like the way you can't see anything I'm doing. I do apologise. Live action thing. Did it have something to do with tech priests or something? Unless you're talking about the old Space Crusade TV advert now, that was good. I haven't seen this Astartes thing. Is it good? That's the thing, if they get a good enough story and good enough acting, they don't have to make this huge scale or scope thing. A nice little tight story. I haven't seen Astartes. What is it? Alright, I'll watch it tomorrow. Watch it in bed tomorrow because I don't have to get up. Right, let's clean this brush. But did you see that? Near the hole in it. I think this brush is going to get retired. I wrote on here when it needed replacing. It's so old it's wiped off. But that kind of says that it's past its sell by date. Current stamp. Dawn Pertwee and John Hurt. All great actors. Alright, I'll have a look. That is one of tomorrow's tasks. Counted for. That brush is about as clean as it's ever going to get again. Right, lenses. There's a few on these. Why is it so good? Donald Sumpter. Where have I heard the name Donald Sumpter? Richard Boyland. If I type in Boyland, I'm a bit worried about what might turn up. Who knows? Okay, we need some black. Washing machine's very loud. Is this hasn't quite dried yet. This stuff I use with the glaze medium. Ah, another lurker. Good evening. How are you? Let's pull it off. Just going to create a huge mess. I did have a third pallet somewhere, and I've lost it. Can't go far. Hell's, is that the weird black and white thing? I don't think I got on with that. Where's my palette? There appears to be a palette thief in our midst. Hold on. I have found the missing palette, and it's very, very dusty. Wipe it off with something. Here we go. Wet tissues. These are the ultimate cleaning equipment. What have I missed? Why? What, the whole thing has disappeared again, has it? Never were we painting with this before? Filth. Right, where are we up to? Can you see that vibration in that camera? The pink shorts, yeah, these are my work shorts, I'm afraid. These are what I wear to work when it's really hot. Everyone loves the pink shorts. I've got some flamingo ones as well I'll wear. All about terrible shorts from Primark. That brush has been removed. Found a collection of brushes here earlier. I want to look at them. One doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. No, I think these are a write-off as well. I need to throw all these old brushes. A nail stripper at my day job. Not anymore. I had to give that up. There's no lens on the big ones, okay, so that's made my job significantly easier. This thing I always believe is a lens. I think pink shorts have become a thing. Not now. Can't remember the last time I stayed up so late on a school night. Is this Big Ben? It is late. It's really late. What time is it? About 11 o'clock. For some reason I've got a black drip on there. I don't know how that got there. I should make complaints about that later. I don't know if we are done with stripper talk, but hobby questions are allowed. Is that a lens? Oh, you're in New York. I did not know that. I've never once been to New York. I would very much like to go. What type of glue do we use? It depends on what model it is. Yeah, that answers it. I'll see if I've got any to wave at the camera. Give me a sec. I've got mold slip on this one. Those two sides do not line up the same. Well, what colour am I going to paint these lenses? It's going to have to be red, isn't it? Because that'll contrast with the green. Here we go. There's some polystyrene cement for you to have a look at. Although this one is good as well. But they show, I'm looking at the wrong camera. But this one's really thin, it dries in like a millisecond. Have a nice train ride, my man. Is he on the subway if he's in New York? And my super glue is AWOL. I've got a really manky old one. Why? Why do I keep things like this? Look at the state of that. So bad, it's leaked out the side and crystallised. That in a bin. Mankiest, oldest. Did you see that? Did you see the state of that? I also have earplugs in my pocket for some unknown reason. And some more in the other pocket. Right. Let's continue. We need some red. We need some red. Do I have red? What red have I got? My fisting red. Oh, tea break. I'd be down for a cup of tea, but I can't do it. I didn't even bring myself any drink today. Schoolboy error. We can get these lenses done in a few minutes. Just be quick. You must be quick. When will I see the light and come over to the scale colour? See, I've heard so much about this scale colour, but I haven't ever tried it. It's Mr. RD again. Super glue for metal and magnets. I'll pull it apart later. May I ask why you would be pulling it apart later? Is this for like sub-assemblies? Or if you're like me and have made a major cock up. It does glue your fingers together, and it never glues together what you wanted to glue together. Just your fingers. I found that out when I was gluing up my toenail the other day. It was really easy to glue my toe to my finger, but not the tea bag to my toenail. Nile. That's very Norfolk, wasn't it? It's good stuff. It's good for wicking. Where is Mr. RD from? I need to do something about this camera angle because you're literally just looking at my finger. The above one is picking it up. I could swap them for now. Last time I pressed the swap camera button though, I think everything crashed. Texas! Have we had this conversation? Texas must be sweltering. It's as hot as the sun in Texas. Orange. Does anyone make a good orange paint? What have I done? What have I done? Don't know what I've done. I don't like the way all my paints are encroaching over this way. Scale colour, yeah, I need to try it. What makes scale colour so good compared to all the others? £100°F. Yeah, we have multiple repeated conversations. Like Groundhog Day on here. What is £100°F in English? Like 35. Okay, I'll see if I can get hold of some just to try. Just to appease the masses. the airbrush as well, then I am game. $37. I was close. I was close. That must be unbearable. It was 27 in my room yesterday, and I nearly lost the plot. What are you bickering over? What part of it are you bickering over? There's an ant flying around my face now. Did we have bugs last year? Those small tyrannid guys. Bit of dabbing. Done. Next, yellow. A pro acrylic guy. What does a pro acrylic guy consist of? Now we have a new yellow to try here. We have Model Air medium yellow. Will it be any good? I'm not airbrushing with it, so someone's going to get angry. A hell of a lot of thinner in that. That looks more like a glaze. Unused, don't like it. Another brand. Use flat yellow. The golden yellow looks really pastel. The flat yellow looks more yellow than the golden yellow. I don't know, something about this colour that doesn't look right. There's not a lot in that, is there? That flat one's possibly better. Wait. I will invest. What are their yellows like? Yellow is always a bastard to paint. I think I've been bitten on my leg. Oh, this yellow is so different to the other one. Might have bought. Okay, it's I don't think I've ever found a yellow which is considerably better than any other yellow. P3? I haven't heard of P3 for years and years. Didn't know it's still going. Probably have to cheat my yellows. I need some practice painting yellow. Can't think why. I never ever played that War Machine game. I remember the gentlemen at the club, ladies and gentlemen I should say, did not appreciate the War Machine. There was a considerable amount of elitism and snobbery towards that. This ant is doing my head in. You! Look at it. We're going to make a nest in here. Yellow's fine, don't worry. I'm not worried at all. Certain members. I always end up escaping, but it now looks like they're trying to sort of round them up again. Because they realise all the good ones escaped. Do I kill this ant which is doing my head in, or do I let it live and deal with it? Will I feel guilty if I kill it? Yeah, I'll use the standard method of painting yellow rather than trying anything clever. Do I want to try something clever? It probably is. Man kills ant live on YouTube. Banned for life. Right, we need some white. And then these lenses are done. I had white. Now it's gone. There it is. Keeps climbing up the chat screen and falling down. But I've got a fascination with the chat. I haven't changed the title again. Oh, I am terrible. Right, is this going to work? Yes or no? Oh, not this one. Hold on, just have to turn my earphones down. There we go, that lens is done. I don't know if you can see it. Something therapeutic about painting lenses. That one is done. It needs gloss varnishing. Mustn't forget that bit. Just when you paint that little reflective dot at the top, it all comes together. Stomach is rumbling. The guy at work today gave me, he's into like what's the word when you have a lot of pills and supplements. Anyway, he had a big tub of krill pills. So would you like to try a krill pill? So I had a krill pill. I thought I was going to spew everywhere, but it was alright. You just swallow them whole though. But I did not know that you could get a pill of krill. That's just what whales eat. And that concludes my terrible story of the day. Yeah, krill. You know what krill are? The little red shrimpy things. Yeah, whale food. It's alright. I thought I was going to be sick. I could imagine the pill like bursting inside my stomach, letting all the krill juice out. That makes me feel a little bit queasy. I'll just push through. I drank another coffee. Right, we need some clear varnish. What's clear varnish called? Clear varnish, there we go. $3.99 I paid for this. Cost a lot of money. But it has lasted a long time. Couple of drops. Big old brush. Not that one. That one over there will do. So what is everyone else doing tonight? I'm intrigued. $11.99. What are you buying for $11.99? Ah, more Death Watch. I haven't painted a Death Watch. Ever. I've never done one. I cannot wait to have these finished. Still remember starting the assembly on these in December. Was it December? Yes, December. That's how long these things have taken, when they should have taken like a month. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. More practice on a hard colour. In black. Joy. It is that long ago. It's taken 3/4 of a year. I don't remember that Santa model. Is that the little chap? I just want to put a little bit of wash on that dirt there to hide it. There it is. And then these things are done. That was a long time. And I appreciate how long it's been. Alright, I'll have a goosey. And the brush is gone. That's absolutely fantastic. Jam that in there, disguise those fuck-ups. That's the way, lovely. They'll never know. Yeah. Marvellous. Oh, I forgot, I did say I don't get many freebies, but this is one of the best freebies I've ever been given. A wash stand. Look at that. There'll be no tipping it over, like these other mugs on Instagram. Who are forever tipping their washes over. Right, these are done. I need to put them on the done shelf. I'm most looking forward to it. Look at that. Why is my finger sticky? If I can do that with the others, because that was handy. There we go. Okay. Where are we at? That feels really weird being on here late. Find myself up. Alright, now I need to do these metal bits, don't I? And I've just had this horrible thought that my posts could be any reason. I think I just touched something dirty. Oh, they fit still. I was a bit worried that they wouldn't fit in there. Okay. Metal will do. The other metal might be wet. Doubt it. That's greasy. I don't know what it would have been. It wouldn't have been anything dirty on the table. It might have been that ant. Might have accidentally squashed it. Poor ant. Oh, you tosser. Pulling paint off the palette. I need to get some wireless headphones. And I need a new palette camera. And I need a new camera stand. Alright, let's dry brush these up. And we get to rust them. Can anyone remember how I painted rust? Because I haven't got a clue. I have to wing it. I think it involved brown paint, orange paint, brown washes. Something like that. Riz around that. And that thing, whatever that was. Well, I've got to paint this tyre. I completely forgot about that. I don't think I would have used an oil wash on rust. That sounds too time intensive for me. I'll figure something out. We'll just wing it. Always the best way. We'll relearn. We'll relearn how to do it. If I remember correctly, rust is more orange around the edges, and towards the middle where it's more moist, it's darker. You can just paint it orange and give it a dark wash. Maybe. We'll try it. There's still bits of base falling off these, which worries me. Right, let's begin. Stack those up. Hope they don't come crashing down. Get rid of that pallet. Right, orange, orange, orange. We have this colour. We have literal rust. I don't think that looks right. I want an orange colour. I want. Hello, where did this yellow come from? I thought that was orange. Might be the colour I wanted earlier. Oh. Phil. That's the yellow I wanted. But it has separated massively. Never mind. Usable. Need like a rust red colour. I've got hull red, yeah, I've got hull red. Maybe a bit too dark. Go orange, then dump that in the middle. Just do it. Those two similar? Yes. So we had orange over there, we'll go back to that. Here's where the fun begins. This is going to be a balls up and a half. Thin you out. Or as a Canadian would say, out. Thin that out. Alright, let's rust you up. Wetter, needs to be wetter. I'll try and splodge it on in patches so it's not uniform. A little bit transparent. Just going to need a few layers. Nearly painted that rock rust colour there. I think this tune, if you would like to call it that, is a rendition of Hard Day's Night by the Beatles, I think. I may be wrong. Oh no, that's an awful stage. I feel your pain. Because it's all fiddly and all the boring colours. it is a terrible rendition. Not gonna lie. One day, when we get to season 2, I'm gonna have a whole new playlist. Can you imagine? Different songs and everything. I'm just going to hit this with about 19 different shades of orange, browns, washes, dry brushes. We have got to keep the clothes show. That is a tradition of the stream. With David Bowie and his bin liner dress. Like said, Fred and their vest collection. I think the clothes show might actually be next. Are there any requests? Who's on the clothes show this week? After Marty Pello. What did Wet Wet say? Wet Wet. What did Wet 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 actually sing? Can anyone name a Wet 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 song? Right, are those other oranges dry? Nearly. Let's hull a bit of red in there for the help. Oh, we've got some next to it. Here we go. Let's just start dabbing. Nobody knows a Wet 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 song. That's too red. Rust is not this colour. So we're failed there. Bring out the brown. I don't want to use brown. Use a bit of hull red. Oh, my foot is vibrating. Oh, that's about right. This is going to take me a long time to do this rust, I feel. Alright, I've got all night. Go on, hit it on me. Never heard of them. Who? Wet Wet Wet? How can you never have heard of Wet Wet Wet? They were an ultimate 80s band. And I was wrong, wasn't I? The clothes show isn't up next. Maybe it's the one after this one. Yeah, they were famous for something. They must have had one hit. I'm going to Google it later. We are old. We are old. This is the problem. We can't remember what they did, but we remember that they did something. Were they camp? I don't remember them being camp, but then again I was at the age when I probably didn't even understand what camp was. Wet, wet, wet. It's funny how we remember the name of the lead singer, but don't. Love is all around. Was that from a movie? Was it from, what was the thing with Hugh Grant? 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Was it from that movie? I thought they were a lot earlier than that. That's got to be early 90s, hasn't it? I did not know it was a cover. There we go, every day's a school day. Gonna mix these oranges on the actual part. Trogs. What else did the Trogs do? Did the Trogs do Wild Thing? There we go. Now we need some more orange. It's kind of working. Kind of getting to where I want it. This one I did wrong. Four Weddings and a Funeral. I'm going to have to admit, I've never seen that movie. Is it good? It's not that great. Oh dear. I shan't add that to my top 5 movies ever. Mr. Brooks, you've never done your top 5 movies ever. I feel that you should do this. Here we go, it's starting to work now. Easy? Easy? One of the hardest challenges in the world. No order. Yeah, that's fair enough. Krull. Krull's in your top 5. Dam Busters. Oh, I've not seen that in a million years. surprised Krull hasn't been remade in some capacity. Saving Private Ryan, that is a good one. I considered that, but I wasn't sure if it aged well or not. There we go, the rust is kind of working now. What is the Hogfather? What is the Hogfather? That is fair enough. Everyone is allowed their own list. I've never heard of the Hogfather though. I'm going to guess, based on the name, it's a version of the Godfather that involves pigs, kind of like Watership Down, maybe? That would be my guess. Live action Terry Pratchett Discworld. I've never read any of Terry Pratchett's books. They always looked really weird to me. David Jason, now that is someone I am familiar with. They are weird. Maybe I should read one. Is that why you love them? Because they're weird? The local seagulls outside are making a hell of a lot of noise. This rust is working. It's actually working. I didn't think it would. I thought I was in for another balls up. Oh, I am now. Too thick. You rarely wrote in chapters. What? So it's just one big spiel. Are there any other adaptations of it, or is it just the one Hogfathering book? Look at this, my hand's like wobbling around like a wobbler. Soul music, I've not heard of that either. And Transformers 1986, now that was a good movie. Did you cry when you were a youngster and Optimus Prime died? Yes. See, the weird thing is I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I remember watching it on video around friends' houses, but I do not remember him dying. I remember watching it over and over around a friend's house. I think he was like a family friend because my mum would go and get her hair cut there for hours on end. We would just watch this movie over and over. In between watching that and The Dark Crystal and being absolutely shit scared of The Dark Crystal. It is worth re-watching. I think I put a couple of pictures on my Instagram today that were clips from that movie. Spare of the moment pictures. Oh, we got 10 minutes until 2 more days. Saturday is no day. I don't know how it works now. I can't count to 3. The Dark Crystal was scary for children. It's a series coming out, isn't there, on Netflix? Like a prequel. Which version? Yeah, see, I don't remember him laying there and dying. I just don't remember it. But I have like weird other false memories surrounding the movie. Like, I always thought as a kid that Hot Rod stole the Matrix thing to be in charge, and I watched it a few years later and it didn't go like that at all. He didn't steal anything. Why did I remember it as him stealing it? Weird false memories. Ghostbusters probably should have been in my top 5. How did I forget that? And Aliens or Alien. Which one do I prefer? This is a toughie. This is true. Judd Nelson of Breakfast Club fame. It's considerably better than those there we go. Ghostbusters. Considerably better than those new Transformers movies. I remember watching the first one in like 2008-ish, thinking this is alright. And then that second one came out, and I thought this was the worst film ever. But the first couple did have Megan Fox in, so that was okay. That made them more bearable. Orson Welles, if I remember correctly, he had no idea what he was doing the voice for and didn't get it, and then died, didn't he, before they even released it? girls got younger, but wore the same amount of clothes. In Transformers or Ghostbusters? Oh, you think? Oh, yeah, the movie ones. They had that. What was her name? Rosie Huntington Whiteley. Have I finished this? Have I finished that stage? It would appear I have. It needs more orange. It's dry and quite dull. This is easy. This is therapeutic painting. This is where I like to be. I feel like I'm in the zone here. I can just do this for hours. That bit where you're painting over the same bit over and over. It's not hard. But you're not achieving anything. See, I painted loads of orange bits on this last time. Where are they now? Huh? Gone. Maybe he is a bit creepy. But he got it past the censors, so it can't have been that bad, I guess. Probably just because we are old. Nimitz. Nimitz. He named himself after the aircraft carrier, you know. Something went wrong. Had to retry. Oh, there we go. How did I not know this? All these famous characters, all the girls watching wearing less clothes. I've done that bad thing there I shouldn't have done. Just made it a bit too symmetrical. Unsymmetricize. Is that a word? Unsymmetricize. I don't want to rewatch those new Transformer movies. I don't know if I could bring myself to do it. But I must not forget to investigate the Dark Crystal TV show, which is coming out soon. Don't let me forget about looking at that. And Ghostbusters 3, which is coming out soon, as opposed to a sequel to that one that came out the other year, which was absolutely atrocious. That was weird. Scatman Crothers did the voice of Jazz. Is it this moment in time when I get to pull out all my Transformers? Or should they stay in the cabinet? Oh, I've missed a bit. Fuck my life. And then they'll never know this. They'll never know. Dresses. I'm not doing it tonight. I'll take some pictures and put them on Instagram. I considered selling them once. Bring up the Transformers. I bought a few of the Masterpiece ones. I don't know if you know what they are. They've been making. But that's kind of a secret, so don't tell anyone. It's that time again. Welcome to the Clothes Show. This week, David Bowie makes a dress from a bin liner. Right said Fred, that was their vest collection. And Prince invents a new tank top. I might have to do a fake Clothes Show intro now with David Bowie picking out dresses and bin liners. Although he might be singing his amazing song, excuse my itchy ear, Hey Brother Where Art Thou, from the album Diamond Dogs. Hiccups. Got a few lurkers in here. Wish they would say hello. Another layer of this. Now I'm going to hit it with a dry brush and then a wash and then a dry brush. The plan. You missed the Clothes Show, Mr. Brooks. It literally started as you left. Do you think it's possible for someone to have Harry Potter in their top 5 movies of all time? Do you reckon anyone out there has that? Someone might, you know. Harry Potter mustn't play with his wand. Do you remember the movie The Craft. That was an interesting movie. The maker of Harry Potter. Oh, what's her name? Janet Bernstein. Who the hell is Jeanette Bernstein? 10 internet points for whoever can tell me who Jeanette Bernstein is. J.K. Rowling, that's it. That's her name. I don't think she would think that's her favourite movie ever, would she? Favourite in the way that it made her lots of money. Veruza Balk remains my ultimate weird crush. Now, if my terrible memory serves correctly, that girl from The Craft with the weird name, Veruza Balk, Veruza, Mrs. Balk. She was in Return to Oz with that chicken. And the rock people and all the other weird stuff. I think that was scary as a child. It was on TikTok. Now TikTok was amazing. You see, I'll never forget her weirdness. The sort of girl you get involved with and then wake up less of yourself than when you went to sleep, because you may have said something to upset her the night before. What is everyone eating today? Are we frozen? No. We haven't had our standard meal chat. Are these chips from the chip shop, or are these home cooked chips? This is a question. Homemade chips. Homemade as in you cut the potatoes. Chicken and rice. I might have that tomorrow, ahead of this ridiculous run I've got Sunday morning. I will die. Not 100-degree Fahrenheit like this man in Texas. Mr. Robert Downey, Mr. Stark here. Run. Yeah, we have the Norwich 10K we all enter every year. There we go. I have another movie related question. Yeah, sod that. It's going to be hell. Which is the best Marvel movie released so far? They'll probably just mix these paints wet on the part. By studio, or as in the recent Marvel Cinematic Universe movies that begun with Iron Man. They're now up to that latest Spider-Man movie. To dry. We'll add the Spider-Man movies in as movies that you're allowed to use. I think it's Sony, isn't it? Right, I'm overworking these now. No, we're not including those. Although you could if you want. Yeah, fuck it. Let's throw it open to everything. Excuse my language. I don't mean to swear. A new Joker movie. Ah, that's because it has Joaquin Phoenix in it. I do like Joaquin Phoenix. What was I watching earlier and thought they looked like have you ever seen The Big Bang Theory? I said that Leonard from The Big Bang Theory reminds me of Joaquin Phoenix, and apparently I am very, very wrong. I'm like, they look kind of the same to me. No. Yes. No. Yes. But they look the same. In my head, they're the same person. I don't think I'm wrong. I'm going to ring him up and ask him if they're related. I reckon they're related. I reckon they are twin brothers. I saw Suicide Squad and thought it was alright. I didn't think it was marvellous, but I didn't think it was terrible. Not like everyone makes out. Yeah. I can't remember anything that happened in it. It's got, what's her name in? The model girl. Cara Delevingne. No, Leto is not a good Joker. I 100% agree there. I don't think it's terrible. But it's not the sort of movie you finish up watching it and think, oh, that was really good. Just think, oh, right, okay. It won't piss you off. Not like The Last Jedi. The worst film ever. I think I felt angry coming out of The Last Jedi. Right, let's give these a dry brush. Hold on. If anyone wants to buy me a non-squeaky chair for my birthday, please let me know. Remember that. A stupid movie. Yeah, it's just weird. When I was watching it, I was thinking, is this like a joke? Solo. See, I didn't think Solo was that bad. I just thought that was alright, but it didn't make me angry like Last Jedi did. I wonder if I can use this palette yet. It's a little bit wet. That looks dry. That looks dry. I'm going to invest in some more palettes. Yeah, I didn't think Solo was that bad. Excuse me, I do apologise if I'm killing your eardrums. I've got a mute button here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Rogue Squadron. Rogue One. I remember watching Rogue One at the cinema and thinking, I don't think I like this. And then afterwards I thought about it and I thought, I think I did like that. And now I've seen it a couple more times since and I actually think it's pretty good. That one seems to be a grower. Kind of like when I was young and saw Empire Strikes Back, I guess, and I thought it was terrible as a child. And then appreciated it more the more I saw it and got older. Now, where is that brush? I said, oh, it's in the water. Ooh, something's touching my leg. Hello. Oh, it's a wire. Yeah, he was quite good in it. I thought it was okay. Have you seen those movie review guys on YouTube. What are they called? Like Red Letter Media? You watch any of their stuff? I mustn't forget to paint that tyre. Please don't let me forget to paint that tyre there, or I am gonna be upset. Now, how does this work? I haven't used one of these dry brush paints for a long time. Nostalgia Critic. Didn't they have a big blow up on their channel or something? Was there a big deal? Something happened? I think my brush is too wet. That there, I believe, is a piece of Lego. I don't know if you can see that. What happened on their channel? Dry this brush out more. Crap to work for. I don't know what the deal was. I remember there was a deal. That's that Channel Awesome, isn't it? Or something they're called. Channel Awesome. Running out of room here. Right. Dry brush this little guy. The dry brush on there. Dry brush there. What about Beverly Hills Cop? See, that's another great movie. I don't know why that popped in there. Yeah, I won't forget the tyre. Got to finish all the rusty bits first. But I'll try and forget the tyre. When I repaint the rims, the bases. I've seen I had it on DVD. They had it on DVD a long time ago. The one where he's wearing that ridiculous outfit. Is worth revisiting. There needs to be a movie revisiting list. Delirious. Oh, Raw. See, now I don't know which one it was that I saw. I think it was Raw. But I also think maybe it was Delirious. What about, here's a movie that everyone raves about, which I thought was alright, but I didn't think was one of the best movies ever made. And that was The Shawshank Redemption. I just thought it was a good movie. Yeah, I don't know which one was which. Maybe I've seen both. great movie. See, I think I preferred something like The Green Mile to Shawshank. Yeah, I hadn't seen it until a couple of years ago. But I'll better watch it when it's on. Go see what everyone is jumping up and down about. I think The Green Mile was better. But The Green Mile had Tom Hanks in it, so... This dry paint doesn't actually seem to be doing anything. Might be too dry. I think I may have put too much on the brush. Yes, paint. I think I may have put a little bit. What other movies are in the top movies of all time made as judged by everyone else? Forrest Gump. That's always up there. I thought was quite good. Oh shit. I laughed so hard I pulled my headphones out of the socket. Excuse me. Let's replug these in. Yeah, that was awful. I don't think I've managed to sit through the entire thing. Why would you watch a documentary about it? The documentary was probably better than the actual movie. And here's another little dilemma for you. Which is the better movie, Terminator 1 or Terminator 2? If you had to watch one of them right now, which one would you pick? Of course, you might want to pick 3. I don't believe you would. Nacho Libre, I saw that at the cinema. Who did I see that with? Why the fuck did I go to the cinema to watch that? How would I have known what that was? I thought that was quite good. That was the Anaconda Squeeze, wasn't it? They don't make movies like that anymore. Like, in the vein of Napoleon Dynamite. I remember the first time I saw that movie, I thought that was wonderful. It is a kind of a trick question, isn't it? See, I was going to say T1 as well. Are we all 80s kids in here? Mr. RD, are you an 80s child? Or are you about to blow my theory out of the water? Yeah, it's a weird one. I think the atmosphere is better in the first one. A 70s child. Well, have we have we had this conversation? Am I about to look stupid again? Right, what am I going to do now? I need to put a wash on these rusty bits, and then I'm going to do that tyre. What I'm going to guess we have. I don't remember it. I do not remember this conversation. Total Recall is an amazing movie. The remake, however, was not so good. I saw a documentary once on how they were saying Total Recall was one of the last movies made before CG became a big thing, hence why it is so good. The Running Man. Now that is a weird movie. I'm just going to target this wash. There'll be no random washing. I say as I just splash it on. Was that stop motion? I did not know that. Looks too smooth for stop motion. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah. Alright, if you had to watch Alien or Aliens now, which would you pick? Starship. I liked Starship Troopers. That might be a guilty pleasure of mine. But maybe because it's got Denise Richards in. It doesn't really... Yeah, I'm not too bothered about her anymore. Ever since her performance in James Bond and Villain of the Week. I think I liked Starship Troopers for the directorial style. Yeah. I had that RoboCop vibe with all the adverts and things. See, there's another movie I thought was brilliant. The first and second RoboCop movies. Have you seen that other movie with him in? Screamers, I think it's called. We're on that weird planet and there's like robots under the ground. Come out and cut your head off. That I liked. Got a bit of gold stuff in there that I can't get out. A weird drama with him in it once. Lots of drug references and sex. Now, I'm going to guess that's the movie I haven't seen that someone once told me that they saw with him in, called The Naked Lunch. I've not seen that, although that's on my list of movies I feel I need to see. Why do I keep wanting to call him Paul Weller? Wasn't he in a band? What was his name? Right, I'm going to call that Rust done. It's not the right, so it wasn't Naked Lunch. Okay, then I don't know what it was. Star Trek? I think he was in one of the new Star Trek movies. Right, it's time to paint this tyre. And I've got to paint that pipe. It's O'Neill. Oh, excuse me. O'Neill. Crosser motorbikes. Now that does not ring any bells. Is that paint peeling? Or is that where I painted it? Let's peel. That'll be alright. I don't know what it would have been. I don't know many movies with him in. Oh, excuse me. A bit of black. I don't know why I've just used black, because I don't want to use black. I want to use this dark grey. Oh, I've run out of black ink, haven't I? I'll use that black paint. Let's paint that tyre. Where is the brush I wish to use? I can tell I'm getting tired because my voice is going funny. But I will have these finished. All I've got to do is a tyre and paint the rims a pipe. Why has this grey got lighter now I've put it on the palette? Weird. We won't worry about that. Remember that tyre that was light grey? No, I've never seen a light grey tyre. We're going to get that in there. I think there's going to be a worldwide celebration when these are finally finished. See, my friend, he was telling me that they're metallic, so one of the better bits. So I guess it's all down to personal taste on these and what you want out of your paints. I want mine to cover well. Opacity, opacity, opacity. That's all I care about. I can always thin it. What is that? I can see it on the screen, but what was that there? Metallics are too thin. Yeah, Vallejo metallics are quite good. I like them. They cover well for me. Right, let's give this fire a wash. It's dry, does it look dry? Dry-ish. Be dry now. Don't forget to mulch. There we go, more of a realistic tyre tone now. I tell you what, we haven't heard a lot of these tunes because we never normally get here. Where are we at? We're at the 2-hour mark, my word. And people are still here. I need to put some dust on this tyre. In Graveyard Earth, do we have that paint anymore? It came out like toothpaste. To be fair, I do use the air metallics, so they've been like pre-thinned for an airbrush. So they're sort of at an ideal consistency. There is a first time for everything. I don't know why I just felt the need. I'm at that phase now when I'm just fiddling with stuff. and then you wish you hadn't. Put that down. Why is this one changed colour? Right, let's dry that tyre, stick some wash on, paint these rims. And then all I've got to do, that will be the last actual paint. It's just some glossing to do. Rejoice. You missed some brown. Oh, not on your leather pouches. What is this tune? Right, where am I at? Try this. Right, give me a nice colour. Like a browny, dusty. That US field drab. We'll thin the crap out of it. Oh God! Shot its load all over me. We'll let that dry. There we go. I'm now about to do my brown, so you're not the only one. Thin, thin, thin. Right, where are we? We shall use a smaller brush for this. This is actually working. I didn't think it would. All these little slots here, get a little wash. Yeah, you get the like, I absolutely despised painting Space Marines, but since I've spent the best part of a year on these, I'm looking forward to doing some. See you later. Have a nice evening or afternoon. Probably left the oven on. Setting fire to the house or something. Oh shit, gotta go, bye. So I can get this line in here without cocking up. itchy ear. Oh, what is that about? Why am I spending so much time painting a tyre? But if this works, I shall be happy. No. No. It is getting serious attention. I don't know why. I think it's because I know I'm getting to the end. That'll do. Well done, well done. How many is that? How many is the first lot of Death Watch? Right, all I need to do now is knock up a rim colour. I am going to paint it black first though, because I think that paint was peeling off. I need to thicken that layer up. 15. Paint is drying on me very quickly. Fastest brush. It's nice when you can paint quick. I think I've lost all my speed painting skills. That took me forever do anything. Oh, magnetizing. Are you on Instagram, Mr. RD? I was about to say, have we had this conversation before? I'm going to assume yes. That would be a good laugh. I wonder how many people we could rope into that. Come on, Paint, out you come. Ah. Never had the need. We have a lovely Instagram community. I don't know how I'd describe it. Active, I suppose, is the word. Why am I doing this black first? What was my reason? Well, at least we didn't forget the tyre anyway. You can go over there. Yeah, it feels like it's getting more active every day. I would like painting base rims, but not these ones because they're going all over my hand. These are a bit too big. I think it's that part when you know you're very close to the end of whatever you're doing. I mean, even the last year, I think it's like massively grown. There just seems to be so many people on there now. Done. Right. Let's brown them. And now my palette has run out of holes, hasn't it? Get away with that one. Please be dry. The dreaded airbrush supplier. Was it giving you hassle on there? Got paint on my head. Dreaded airbrush supplier. Was it all fixed in the end? Have you just done the whole, right, I've got what I want, now I shall just cut ties and never deal with you again? I remember this tune. Germany, eh? What do you think he was up to? Just couldn't be bothered to get round to doing it, or? State of my hands. Okay, I understand. I don't think I've ever had any issues with any online retailers. Oh, the H&S is better than the Iwata or Iwata. That's interesting. What makes it so good? Alright, my man, have a nice evening. Hope you don't burn too much out there. The Iwata Neo isn't actually Iwata. What is it, a third-party rebrand or something? better built. Oh, what? A Nesto. Oh, my stomach's making some random noises. Maybe I should look at one of these airbrushes. Was it an expensive brush? That's not silly money, is it? Who knows when it takes 6 weeks to come and you've completely forgotten how much you even paid for it. Get those back ones. Did the paints and dice take as long to come? My hand. There we go. 2 more to do. Oh, stretch. Yeah, I would always say gravity feed over siphon every day of the week. I can't remember what I read about, or where I read, or what I even read about why the gravity ones are better. All I know is once I read it and understood it, I said, yeah, gravity every time. Anyway, on that note, these are all done. I might give them another coat in the morning. Other than that, they're replacement in the feet. Could be anything. I can't remember what I read. It's a long time ago. But anyway, thank you very much for coming. I'm going to go and have a shower and I'm going to go to bed. And I'm not going to get up very early tomorrow. I'm going to put that out there now. So I shall say thank you very much for watching, and I'll go and read those Instagram messages. I shall see you later. Goodbye.